guys, real quick before today's video, just want to share this with you. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I'm at CWA on Twitter. I woke up this morning and Bailey's dad YouTube made me this emo. I posted this picture of myself and my son, and he made me this kind of like animated emo, and I just thought it was so cool, and I wanted to share with you guys who don't follow me on Twitter or don't use Twitter. But didn't he really nail it here? Look at this quick. It's like 20 seconds here. Come on, man. All right, most of you probably don't care, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. That makes me, I don't know why. That just, look at the pop. All right, let's open some shards. Man, we've been a little shard opening heavy here on the channel lately, have we not?
No, God! No!
Apologize if that's not your thing, but you know, if that's not your thing, then why'd you click on the video, I guess, at the same time?
I just want to know. Are you high?
However, apologies to all the people who are not watching, because we have plenty of regular scheduled content coming at you guys. So I've got 210 ancient shards on my main account, then I have a few on my free-to-play, which will open after these ones. I'm going to go fast in today's video because 210 is a lot of shards. We're going to go lightning speed. Also, $100 to the coalition to support America's heroes. I don't do enough charities to support our armed service members, keeping us safe, no matter where you are. Obviously, here in America, going to be donating to my local veterans, wounded veterans, helping them out financially. So financial support to wounded veterans, oftentimes who don't have the money to get the proper health care that they deserve, right? For putting their life on the line for our country. It only makes sense to help those guys and gals out. So let's go ahead and jump into it here, guys. Again, we got a lot of shards, so we're just gonna go pew, 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 pew. Not a lot of rambling, not as much rambling. Fingers crossed, can never promise it. Hopefully you guys had a beautiful Sunday, and happy Monday to you guys if you're watching the time this video goes live here. So Jareg, I'm a huge fan of Jareg, guys. I'm not going to go over most of these champions, but Jareg, he's an old school champion. He's got the high percentage decrease attack on his A1, and then he has increased defense and ally protect on his A2, and then he has continuous heal on an ally for 1 turn whenever an ally loses 20% of their max HP in 1 hit. That's a lot of continuous heals. Jareg is a great kind of a tank debuffer, and a lot of HP on him as well. So definitely a little bit of an underrated legacy epic champion inside the game. I don't know about you guys, but I would build him on my free-to-play account. That for me is the threshold of, is a champion good or not, right? So none of those champions, aside from obviously Kale and Apothecary, would I build on my free-to-play. Here, Occult Brawler. You see, I'm gonna probably get some hate for this, but Occult Brawler, nowadays poison is so not clan boss meta that I probably would not build him if I did pull him on my free-to-play. I do have 1 man eater, I have a Painkeeper there, so I'm pretty sure I can just build a unkillable easier than building an OP poison team. So it's kind of sad for champions that were, you know, like Occult Brawler, who is one of the best, if not the best poisoners out there in the game, certainly in the epic category. But I do feel like over the, you guys, am I alone in that? Or what? How do you guys feel about all poison teams for a clan boss, you know? I was running that 2 years ago. I feel like it's a little bit outdated. However, you know, that's kind of what I run on my free-to-play right now because I don't have a better option. But even with all that said, Occult Brawler, I don't know. The bear, he's not trash. Yeah, I'll say that about the bear. The white bear, kind of trash. The black bear is not that bad. He actually helped me out in Skinwalkers. They're both defense based, so they're easy to keep alive, but I leaned on this guy with an AoE decrease attack, mainly some turn meter as well, through, I believe, his passive and his A1. Not a bad champion, but not, you know, incredibly above average either. All right, he was one of the old Amazon Prime champions, wasn't he? Or no. The first Battle Pass champion, right? Farker in the Fat, I really want to build, but I have. Keep it going. Let's keep it going. Keep it going, Ash. Stop rambling. Stop talking about every freaking champion, bro. All right, here we go. I had a great weekend. Not that you asked, but I had a great weekend. I took my son to 10 more. Keep it going. I took my son to an abandoned theme park. an abandoned theme park. How creepy and cool is that? And don't worry, it was, well, I'm sure you weren't worried, but it's publicly accessible. It's not like trespassing. I'm not teaching my son to go check out old abandoned factories or anything like that, even though I kind of secretly think that's kind of cool. I would never, you know, bring my son, and I've never done it myself, but I kind of, you know, like an old mental hospital or something like that. I've kind of also always secretly, you know, aspired to go there and take pictures. Anyway, we went there. It's called Rocky Point in Warwick, Rhode Island, right? So it's about an hour drive from me. But boy, was it worth it. It was so much fun. We had a little adventure out of it. And we, you know, going into the mind of a kid is the coolest thing as a parent. You forget how fun using your imagination is. You know, it sounds corny, but it's almost true. We made a big like battle about it. Like bad guys were chasing us everywhere, and you know, it was cool. Gorlos Helma, I do want to take a second to talk about this dude. He's an AoE decreased defense champion who is Spirit Affinity, but he puts out a lot of damage. He does have the HP burn and the decreased accuracy for 3 turns on a 4-turn cooldown here with the turn meter fill. This guy is a damage-dealing machine. Between his HP burn, between the defense breaker, and decent multipliers, he's a pretty cool champion. I built him, but I haven't used him a ton. I want to use him a little bit more before I do a champion guide on him. So Frozen Banshee, Jizzo, and Frostbringer, not too exciting here. Hey man, not one legendary? That feels a little weird. Well, I'm definitely guaranteed to get one out of this 110. Let me make room and I'll be right back. All right guys, here we go. Enough room for all 110, so let's do it. Rapid fire, man. I made fun of like people taking pictures at whatever, and then I realized that I did exactly that. So check it out. My son, my 4-year-old, took this picture of me. This is kind of, I don't know, emo is not the right word, but this is kind of hipster or whatever, right? I don't know. Balthus Droglord, Aothar, another poisoner, man. I don't mean to hate on poisoners, but, you know, I feel bad because when I started playing, this dude was like a boss, man. You know, like, oh, Aothar, the Holy Flame? You mean like 4 poisons? That used to be like an insane game changer, but let me know, do you still use Aothar on Clan Boss? Let me know. Maybe I'm mistaken. I'm throwing a little shade the poisoner's way. All right, I feel like some legendaries like have to appear here, right? I mean, gosh, I've opened, what, 140 shards? I mean, this is ridiculous, dude. I'm supposed to have like a 1% chance. All right, how dare it not be exactly 1%, man? All right. Hey, finally something to write home about here. Okay, Urticata. Hakuna Urticata. Okay, here we go. On the A1, a million books. 9 levels on the A1. The first thing that I see. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a, 50% chance of increasing the duration of 2 poison debuffs by 1 turn. On the A2, attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 30, make it a 50% chance when booked of placing a poison sensitivity debuff for 2 turns on the 3-turn cooldown. A3, attacks 4 times at random. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a hex debuff for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. This passive better be dang good, because I'm not impressed so far, guys. Whenever this champion or an ally lands a critical hit on an enemy under a hex, has a 10% chance, make it a 25% chance of placing a poison debuff on the enemy for 1 turn. Okay, now it gets interesting. So, Urticata's kit is really a new champion, obviously. It's very, like, can you get the most out of her with this passive? She's another one of these, I don't know, insect champions. But interesting, she has aura, speed in all battles by 15%. Nothing to really write home about on the aura. Could be better, could be worse. But this is a very Bloodborne is a very interesting passive. I think you can make some synergistic teams with her, but in a vacuum, really underwhelming champion. But you put her in the right team with other hexers, maybe. Okay, where's my legendary, man? I mean, this is getting a little ridiculous. Old Hermit Jorix, Sandlash Survivor, Catacomb Counselor, Claude Beast Feeder. I mean, Fang Clerk. Some good epics there. Some really good epics. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the legendary. We're here for the legendary gold. And I can't believe this luck, man. After yesterday's video, like 100.
Okay, shut up.
Finally, give me somebody good. Please not Royal Huntsman. Okay, Royal Huntsman. You might be a life token, my friend. Am I joking? I was going to say I'm just joking. I might not be joking. I don't know. Here's the thing with Royal Huntsman, right? He attacks one enemy, increase attack on himself on the A1. That's cool. On the A2, AoE decrease defense. That's cool on a 3-turn cooldown. But way back in the day when Royal Huntsman was when he was a brand new like legacy champion with the game, when the game was fresh, there was no Stag Knight, there was no Deacon Armstrong, there was no half a dozen other, Spirit Affinity debuffers. So already there was a ton of utility right there. Now, not so much. You got to be bringing something a lot extra to the table. He has this dead aim ability on his A3. This can one-shot pretty much anybody in the arena. But even for me, like, I don't know about you guys, but okay, so you can one-shot somebody in the arena. What else you got for me? Because, there's Errol, there's Kutraxa, I could go on and on and on and on. Faceless, if we want to talk about non-legendary champions. There's a lot of champions, Blood Gorged, Little Miss Annie. There's a lot of champions that can hit hard on one single target. Turvold. But you got to be bringing something more to the table than that. Having that ability and decreased defense in the same kit is okay. But here's the bad news on Royal Huntsman. I ran him in Faction Wars. I ran him in, just testing him out to see if I wanted to do a video on him for you guys. It has to take a lot for me to do a video on Legendary because not many of you guys have him. And I wasn't super impressed with his damage, in PvE content. So let me know how you feel about him. Royal Guard, Nazana. If I could start my account with any champion, Royal Guard or Royal Huntsman, I'd probably go Royal Guard. Even him being an epic, I don't know. Nazana is not a bad epic. She has an AoE on the A1, AoE on the A3, and then Ally Protect on the A2 with a shield. Good for Faction Wars as well. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about Royal Huntsman. Am I being too hard on him? I do want to see, before I move over to my free-to-play account real quick, I do want to see what I'm going to do with that guy. But I'm more excited about the epic. That is a lot of shards. What did we open? I forgot. 210? That was a lot of shards. One legendary. Pretty lame, honestly. But let's see what we have on the free-to-play account. Real quick before we do that, let's go into the Guardian. Let me just make sure he is a high elf. Okay. Royal Huntsman. Oh, I already have dupes. So he's number 3 Royal Huntsman. So he doesn't even, I can't even get the speed. What would you guys do? I'm not going to do anything rash here. But would you power up a Royal Huntsman and make him like a real arena beast? Or would you wait to see if I happen to pull 4, a second pair of dupes, and then get that plus 10 speed to all my legendaries? That 10 speed is really insane. I don't know, like I could be here for years and not get a dupe Royal Huntsman. What would you guys do? I'll be right back on my free-to-play. All right, guys, I have a whopping 6 shards here on the free-to-play account. We have, again, a 1% chance to pull a legendary, but maybe we can get a good epic here. I want to throw this by you guys. 2 quick notes here before we jump into these shards. Actually, I'll pull one as I give the note here. Would you build Executioner? I'm considering building Executioner on my free-to-play. He looks like a really solid rare. I've never used him. Like, his kit looks pretty solid. Here, let me show you really quickly on him. For me, I have enough chickens and food right now that I can max my next 6-star. I'm ready here on my free-to-play. I said I was really considering Bellower, but for me, it's between Tormund, Bellower, and not Zargala. Why am I? Temperature Sentinel. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, but I have Executioner here on the free-to-play. And like every time I look at his kit, I'm like, wait a second. An AoE, decreased turn meter, decreased speed on a 3-turn cooldown, and then increased defense and counterattack on himself. With more stuns off of his A1. Probably better off in Bellower now that I read it out loud. Like, not a trash champion, but not a game changer either. All right, so here we go, guys. 5 to go. Maybe, hey, we always get lucky in the free-to-play. We didn't get very lucky on the main account, did we? We really didn't. Gore Mask, that's not lucky. Here we go. Here we go. Give me something good. A good epic I can really sink my teeth into. Really make that decision easy for me on the next champion that I want to take to 6 stars here. So far, nothing really great. Couple more. Let's do this. Come on. Okay. No, Magma Blood. All right. Give me something good. Give me some. The Raid Gods. Oh.
Seeing all the water rain fell